Hello and welcome back to Fritz Hoppy on YouTube. Today I'm going to be using hot wax, and that is liquid wax, to be making a hollow Fibonacci fox. This fox will go straight to what's called the shell in the bronze casting process. And as you can see, it is hollow. So there's a couple things that you need to know if you're ever going to be using hot wax. First and foremost, you want to keep yourself safe, because this is an easy way to burn yourself if you are careless. But as long as you use a little bit of extra caution, you're not going to hurt yourself. So I'll be talking about that here in a second. The other safety tip today is a safety tip for your wax, actually, because this wax is expensive, at least by my book. It's really easy to ruin your wax, and you don't want to do that. So I'm going to be talking about that here, and I'm going to be demonstrating how I pour a hollow wax. So as you can see, I have this ladle here. The wax is completely liquid. I heated it up to about 150 to 160 degrees. Some people say to heat it up to 190 degrees Fahrenheit, but honestly it depends on the type of wax you're using. If you get it too hot, it will leave bubbles on the surface of your wax sculpture, and you don't want that. It just takes a lot of extra work to clean up. So now, for the most important safety tip, whenever you're working with this stuff, you want to use safety glasses. So get a pair of real safety glasses and don't forget to wear them. If this wax gets on your skin, it can burn you. But if it gets in your eye, that is the worst case scenario because that can make you go blind or cause serious damage to your eye. You don't want to do that because sometimes it will splatter, or you drop things in the wax and then it, splatters everywhere. So you don't want that to happen. So put these on before you do anything. So another thing that I always recommend is wearing gloves, because if you don't wear gloves, you're going to burn your hand. You can see I have a pretty bad burn right there. That's actually from a mower engine. Why did it happen? Because I'm dumb. So you don't want to burn yourself like I did here. And if you get that wax on your skin, it's going to keep burning you until you get it off your skin, so it just makes the burn that much worse when it happens. So wear long pants. I got work boots on. Cover up. You don't want to get this stuff on yourself. So let me begin by showing you what we have here. We have our rubber mold, and then it has a plaster shell around the outside. That keeps the rubber conforming to the shape it needs to conform to, so that our sculpture is not distorted. So all I'm going to do is take a spoonful of this wax, you can see how I just coated wax around the inside of the rubber. I'm going to keep repeating this process until I build it up to about 1/4 inch thick, or maybe 3 to 4 millimeters for a sculpture that is this size. My apologies there. I didn't mean to confuse you. It's actually 3 to 4 millimeters thick for a smaller sculpture around this size. For a larger sculpture, maybe around 1/4 inch, which is around 6 millimeters thick, because you want the sculpture to be able to support all the weight of the bronze. It's very heavy. If you watch closely, you'll see how I'm keeping the edges clean. One time I did this and I waited till the very end to do that instead of doing it as I went, and it left quite a mess. It was not very fun to clean up. Wax gets very hard and rigid, just like a candle would when it cools down, so it's really something that I'd rather work with while it's warm. Otherwise I need to use a hot tool. You'll have to be patient with me and let me make a video sometime explaining what a hot tool is. I know that sounds kind of weird. Also, as a bonus tip, be sure to turn off all of your heaters, whether you're heating up clay or wax. A lot of people have burned down their shops or homes, which is a terrible thing to happen because they simply left their heaters on. You see all that liquid wax in there? That gets really hot, and if you let it sit for too long, it can start on fire. So just keep an eye on it and turn the heaters off when you're done. Also, check out Jason's videos. I'll put some links below so you can understand what I'm going to be using this hollow wax for, because this whole process is complex. So now that I believe we have the right thickness of wax, pretty evenly around the piece, I might actually touch up a couple spots. See where it's thinner over here. So once that's done, I'll actually just touch up the edges here. And I'll just let this cool for a couple hours. I want it to be completely hardened before I take it out, because if it's not, then we're going to distort this wax fox. You don't want to distort your sculpture. Below in the description of this video, I have links to this wax and some wax on Amazon, so feel free to check those out if you want to try this on your own. Then after you let that cool for a few hours, I'm going to remove the rubber part from the plaster, and then the wax fox should just pop out of there. I'll have to do this very carefully. The wax is really rigid. It's not going to move on me, but it can crack if I'm not careful. There it is. You'll see some of these bubbles. That's what I was talking about earlier. The wax must have gotten too hot. I think it burned a little bit, but I can fix that actually. And yeah, so there it is. So now that was the easy part. Now it's time for the wax chase. That will have to be a different video, and that's a very tedious process where I'll have to go over the whole piece, smooth it out, fix all of the detail, and have it ready for the shell. So thanks for watching today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Give me a like too if you enjoyed this video by clicking that thumbs up in the bottom of your screen. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.